Oh, hey there. I wasn't expecting you. Welcome. Sit down, subscribe, and enjoy. What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. My name is Franco Torres. I'm a guitar player based in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and today we're talking about the PRS Mark Tremonti 15 head. I'm actually going to pull up the specs because I don't have the amplifier on me right now. I already returned that one, but I've had enough time to record a video on the performance side, but I actually had quite a bit of time to record the video for the actual footage or the actual playthrough of the amplifier. Went through pretty much all the settings that I could play with it, and used a couple different guitars so that way you can kind of like hear what it sounds like and see how versatile it is, because I'm really impressed by it. So let's talk a little bit about it. This is more going to be an overview and a demo than it is going to be a review, because I don't have the amplifier with me still, but it was really fun, and I just thought I'd talk a little bit about it, because I'm legitimately a big fan of Mark Tremonti in general. His career with Creed was freaking insane. Ultra Bridge, obviously, and his own band, Mark Tremonti, is just pretty insane. I love his catalog and the kind of music that he does. Most of the bands that I've been have had kind of like a certain undertone of like that kind of sound, which is why I really enjoyed playing through this amplifier. I think it's really cool. I mean, if you've known his career and what he's done, you probably already know that he's used a bunch of different amplifiers. He's a big amp guy. He's got a couple of Dumbles. He's got a bunch of like really special amplifiers in his collection. And he toured with Mesa Boogies for years. Mesa Boogie was dual rectifiers for many, many years. And the ones that he was using were mainly from the 90s, from a specific era, and he went through a bunch to be able to get the ones that he actually liked. So I just thought I'd, do a quick demo of the amplifier. It's really cool. It's a really small head. I'll put some photos on here so you can check it out. The grill is really cool. This is the V2, so they did upgrade how the design actually looks on the outside, and they did upgrade the internals as well, which is pretty darn neat, and it just sounds better. I mean, the V1 was freaking fantastic. The V2 is freaking insane. And I'll plug this in too because I think it's really cool. I was able to actually shoot this amplifier out against a Dumble. So a lot of the, my perspective on the amplifier is going to be based on me actually, playing the amplifier both here, but also outside at work against an actual Dumble and against a bunch of different amplifiers. So yeah, I have a little bit of a biased opinion towards it because I when you try this amplifier, it's it's not even $1,000. It's what, $949, so almost a thousand. But when you get to try that against a $300,000 amplifier head, I don't know. It's pretty insane. It's pretty cool, especially considering how close you can get out of it. Which takes us to the following: the clean section of this amplifier is pretty much a Dumble. That's really what it's based out of. Paul has a Dumble that he really likes. I've got a photo with his Dumble somewhere. I'm gonna try to put it here. But yeah, he has a Dumble, and so like the clean section of this amplifier is pretty much based out of just that, which is just insane because he got it really freaking close. And then the distorted side is pretty much Mark Tremonti's Uberschall, so very much high gain territory and very 2000s, I would say. Though you can get it to sound like a dual rec too. I mean, it can definitely do that. It's got a really cool overdrive channel on there as well. If you push one of the, or rather if you pull one of the pots, you can get into that channel, which actually is pretty cool. It takes the, I'm not exactly sure what it does internally, but it does take the gain down by quite a bit. And it'll give you a much less saturated sound, which I thought was pretty cool and very usable. Though, I mean, with that amplifier, what I would use it for is mainly cleans and then just pedal to the metal type distortion, because why the hell not? It sounds freaking fantastic. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the actual specs. I mean, like I said, it's got 2 channels, clean channel, lead channel, and then on the back we've got the outputs for the cabinets. That's pretty standard. We've got an effects loop, which is pretty cool. And then on the front panel, let me just pull up the photo over here on my end so that I can, actually talk about it, right? So we've got the clean, we've got bass, middle, treble. We've got a pull on the treble, or a pull pot on the treble, so you can actually boost the channel a little bit more, which is really darn neat. We've got a master for the lead channel. We've got a presence knob. We've got on the lead channel, just 3-band EQ as well, and then pull on the treble knob, so you can actually, again, get onto that overdrive channel. We've got gain, and then we've got a little switch to change between channels. So pretty standard. It's a pretty small form fat for a head. And it sounds freaking massive. It's just really freaking cool. Let's listen to it a little bit more, and yeah, kind of go from there. Also, let me plug this in real quick. If you like this kind of video format, please do consider subscribing down below. It actually helps more than you think to, bring more of these videos out. And I absolutely love doing this. I'm a guitar player. I love gear. I'm all about this. And it does help. So thank you all to the guys that have subscribed already. And if you haven't, I invite you to do so. And I do appreciate if you do so. Anyways, let's go back to the video. But yeah, that was the Mark Tremonti 15 head V2. And yeah, I thought it was really cool. Like I said, this is more of an overview. I just thought I'd show it off. It's a really cool sounding amplifier. I'm not necessarily going to review it this time around, but I just thought it was really cool, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Anyways, that'll be it for this video. If you like this kind of format, like I said before, please do consider subscribing down below. Comment if you've had any experiences with it, if you've compared it to some other amplifiers that you really like and what you thought about it. I mean, I think it's a really good bang for your buck amplifier, especially, you know, considering that a lot of heads out there in the market can get a little bit more expensive, and you know, it's kind of like a one-trick pony, which is cool. I mean, there's definitely a time and place for everything, and I think there's a lot of amplifiers that'll do a lot of different stuff really cool and very specific stuff very, very, very well. This one, I'm honestly impressed by how close it sounds to an actual Dumble. For $1,000, pretty much you can get 90% out of the sound of a Dumble. Maybe not as much as the headroom, right? Because those amplifiers had a lot of headroom because of the wattage tap on them. But the fact that you can get as close as you can get for $949, that's really insane to me. And then obviously the lead channel sounds freaking insane. It's that Creed sound and that like super 2000s era rock sound, which I absolutely love. That's kind of like my jam. Anyways, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video.